Alrighty. I don't even need a headset for this one, and I'm really sweaty. It is Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Thursday, February 12th. No, it definitely is Thursday. But yeah. No trades taken today, but I'm kind of fine with that. Granted, these are the hardest days for me to take a trade. I'll break that down. Damn, I look sweaty as hell. I just got back from practice. It's finally warm enough to where I can bike to practice. So I've been doing that, and I haven't biked in a while, and you can it's it's a workout back and back up a hill for like 5 minutes. But let's get into it. Actually, I'm gonna go drink some chocolate milk. Mm, I love True Milk chocolate milk. I prefer if it was Fairlife, but anything that's for free from the weight room, I'll take. It's- Okay, so let's come into it. Honestly, let's go here, right here. So, um, honestly, having the 15-minute up has been such a big help. Like, I'd always zoom out on the 1 minute, see where it was, maybe flip to the 15-minute. No, 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 no. Having the 15-minute up has helped tremendously with coming into the market and getting a game plan. Because I used to just look at, okay, I see this, okay, that's pushing up, okay, I could see some lower, okay, well, there's some liquidity down here. I'm looking for this sweet, blah 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 blah. Where I don't know where we are in price, right? This tells me the story, right? So even if I don't have anything on, I see, okay, so yesterday's, how many points was that sell off? Oh, so that's another huge sell off. Boom, push up, swapping liquidity down, kind of chopping up. So this is, yesterday's range. We weren't out of the range. And so I'm like, well, I really want, one side to be taken, right? We're above all of these, could possibly see some sells. Where is my, yeah. Uh, if we stay in this range and don't sweep major liquidity, I'm not taking a trade. If we sweep yesterday's highs, I'm looking for shorts. Other than that, I'm looking for other liquidity to be taken to take some longs. I was thinking, okay, if we sweep out London or maybe Asia, boom, push it up to then sweep this high to then send it lower, right? I'm still seeing this as okay, we're in this range, and I'm like, more than likely we're gonna sweep the high before we push down to dump it, right? But I'm like, it doesn't have to sweep that high, right? It can push down and then catch something other than that. For me, right here, when we don't sweep yesterday, it was easy. Boom. We swept some major liquidity. Boom. All of this accumulation, swept that, boom, easy taking shorts for that. But this, we're inside of a range. We could push us higher, sweep that. That's what I like to see. Manipulate, then just distribute down. That's not what happened. So, okay, I'm just gonna boom back here. Yeah, we kind of dumped like almost 600 points. Yeah, 600 points. So, uh, what even happened here? So looking at this, I did see, this is a bit 15-minute change in the state. Change in the state. No sync. Oh my god, get 1 minute. What are we doing? So I'm seeing, this coming in the market up and right. Let me actually go back and do some replay. Boom. We're kind of here. I'm like, okay, this, pretty big manipulation. I saw us push up. We kind of just been staircasing down. Uh, we have London and we have, some other liquidity below it. Man, that is so good after a long workout. But boom. Market opens. Is this kind of that swept? Yep, swept that low. Okay. So swept that low. And we're not really, closing anywhere. We swept the low. I think the next candle actually takes London. No, it doesn't. We don't take London yet. One of these takes London. Actually, we don't even take London. So we swept. It doesn't even matter that we didn't take London because we swept this on the 15-minute. Okay. We swept liquidity. What do we want to do when we sweep liquidity? Look for discount. Look for discount. So in this area, uh, is like perfect shorts, right? Swept some liquidity. What do we do? Push it back to discount, or we're searching for other liquidity, then send it lower. What was I doing at this time? I was on my laptop trying to find sources for this paper I'm going to write. I got a text from my academic advisor saying, "Hey, have you done this yet for today?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, I have not." And with the notion behind, okay, I really wanted to see, that high be swept. I'm like, okay, I can kind of hop on that and get those sources done. Midway through practice, get a text saying professor still isn't feeling the best, so no class today. Yes, I don't have to walk 17 minutes. But coming to market open, I'm kind of checked out. Like whenever I'm like half here for trading, I don't take a trade. Right? It's bad, but you know it wasn't as dumb clear as yesterday. Right? So boom, I've been yapping hella. It's 5 minutes and I barely reach it. So boom. So we swept liquidity, push back the discount. Honestly, shorts here. Yeah, kind of holding this. I kind of like this as a kind of more of a protected um high, although that's not even in discount, is it? No, that's above discount. I like that as a protected high, taking some shorts here. Um I gotta do some of that, but boom. So we swept that low. We haven't swept that low yet. Okay, boom. That's the candle actually comes out and sweeps everything. What the hell? It's like I don't even remember what happened. But seeing us kind of oscillate back and forth, we haven't taken the low yet, which is weird. Usually we put in a low. Okay, boom. Push back up. Okay, we want the low. Honestly, if I see closure below here, that could have been good shorts. Nope. So we push up again. Okay, so if I see closure below, really here, I like shorts. But even, I mean, we're holding that, but yeah, shorts. Yeah. And then looking at least to take super low hanging fruit is that. Yeah. Ah. Looking back at it, it looks clear because I knew that we kind of oscillated. But if you're coming into the market, right, and you're sitting here, you're like, okay, boom. Well, honestly, where would the trigger be for me to take shorts? The trigger would have been on I think on that candle, right? On this candle, you know, there, boom, stop at the high. I want at least that low. Honestly, where's the next? Targeting at least London or those lows. Yeah, that's not even a bad risk reward at that point. Boom, we got our soup. We're holding that. Boom. We got absolutely fucked by that candle. Boom. So then what? I'm waiting for a change of state below there to enter. Boom. Wicked it. Would have been in. I think that's another thing that I should change is when I enter. Because yesterday I prematurely entered, right? When I should have waited till at least we wicked it. But I think see that's the thing. Looking at this seems like a much easier um wick to enter on. Oh wait, you know why? You know why? That's another thing. We wicked the change in the state, but then we also swept this candle, which put in the high, right? And so now that we swept that candle that put in the high, I'm looking for longs in to take that high because we come put in the low, put in high, take the low. What are we doing? Looking for the high. Boom. We took the high. Okay, now what are we doing? Looking for the low to put in that high. So down here. So actually, honestly, if I'm watch this because I bet you that you know it pushed down, boom, 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 and it wicked, it pushed lower, and it pulled back. I think what I see, I should still, you know, get comfortable entering off of it wicking the change in the state, but like this is a good one to enter off of, right? Because we didn't push down and sweep liquidity right there. So this is actually looking back a really good change of the state to enter off of because it wicked the change of the state, but two changes of states there, but it didn't sweep any liquidity on that. So, yeah, honestly, either of these change in the states. This one's a little more risky. Granted, we didn't really sweep anything either. Boom, no sync, to a soup. Oh, it keeps everything clean on the 15-minute when I do that. Boom, no sync. Boom. So honestly, either there or there could have been good entries. If you enter premature, damn, I'm like yapping hella. This is gonna be like a 20-minute video. I'm excited. I don't have class. New email. Canva create. No, thank you. Okay, let's lock back in. Boom. So this, honestly, even if you enter whether it close or you got a fucking bad fill. Okay, where does my stop have to go on this? Honestly, technically the stop has to go above this high, right? Because we close below this. Boom, has to go there. Honestly, I'm probably putting my stop at that candle high because if the next candle closes below, which it should, I don't even want to see it coming back up here, right? So you kind of have to expect that we're going to take this close below here and not push up again because we haven't swept anything. So we're entering, boom, there. Okay, then where would I have targets? Obviously, London probably would have been my main target just to rebalance. Damn, where's EQ of the 15-minute range? That would have been another one. I definitely would have drawn that. Oh, take two there and then a runner to Asia? How far is Asia below? Holy shit. Oh, just another casual, that many points? Yeah, could have been a possible trade idea. That's really the only stuff. Okay. Yeah. I was checked out. Yeah, that is fucking incorrect. Um I was checked out, but yeah, and then we kind of push up here. We haven't swept any liquidity yet, right? We swept that, but that doesn't look like bottom. So boom, turtle soup, and then another change in the state, which did wicket. Which that's another thing is that so we hmm huh, that actually would have been a really good nice one to take then. Thinking about okay, boom, we put in the low, okay, come out so high, okay, boom, we wicked this the candle that put in the high, right? Okay, so we swept there. What do we swept liquidity? What do we do? Push back to discount. We push it back to discount. We soup this candle. That ooh. Honestly, that's not even my model. I'm not even gonna mark that out, but that would have been another nice one to at least. But if you're at Asia low, that's not a very good risk to reward trade. Even if you get in here, it's like a less than a 1-to-1, 1-to-1. But yeah, then I think we just keep dumping. Yeah, I mean nothing else for the rest of the day. But yeah, we kind of just holy crap sold off hella. But I mean, so coming into market, my game plan was obviously looking for us to take major liquidity. It didn't. That's my biggest problem is I want to see the perfect setup every time. I want to see this push up, clean manipulation. Okay, push down, then retrace, soup, change in the state. And then even then, another problem I have is I'm looking, okay, where's EQ of that? Not thinking that it's going to be a full reversal, right? Because yesterday was I think there was yesterday was an example of, okay, where did the candle go? But of okay, that's manipulation. Boom, I have an entry in here, and I'm targeting EQ of the range. Whereas like this is a reversal. Where does standard deviation put us? Right? Like we don't even have to. Okay, no, but it would have been that wick. So yeah, that shows us way lower there. So